Alright, hello there everybody. Okay, so today we are going to be playing the game The Political Machine, and I tried to record this in a video the other day, but I'll explain when we get to that setting. There's a reason why I didn't decide to go with that video to like upload it or whatever. Okay, so we're actually going to play as a candidate today, but I'm thinking of doing, there's the thing in this game where you can simulate an election. There is one big thing I would say, though, about this game, that, there's a couple things I want to say, and I'll say them as we're setting it up here. You can change the length of the election. We're going to keep it on normal. Is there shorter than that? No, I didn't think so. Last time I did 52 weeks, because that's what because that's what an actual election, like, full cycle would be from beginning to end, someone announcing that they're running and actually winning. But we're going to do just, like, the shortest length than what they call normal on here, which I think is, like, after the primaries are announced, or something like that, or after the primaries start happening. I'm not sure exactly, but it's like a shorter thing like that, so we'll do that. But one of the things with this game is, as you can see here, we have to choose Democrat or Republican. There is no, like, third-party options. I think it would be really fun to be able to do a third party. But you can choose your difficulty here, and then I'm going to choose Democrat. We'll choose next. Now, I do want to say, though, as I'm choosing Democrat as what we're going to choose to play the game with, I would like to say, though, that this video isn't to, like, say that, because there's going to be things that I have to pick for the candidate later on, and that doesn't mean, like, oh, that's what I think personally, or, like, that's what you should think, or whatever. It's just what we're picking for the game. Anyways, there is a lot of different candidates. I don't see any third-party candidates listed under Democrat or Republican, but we're not on Republican right now, so we'll look at it when we get there. As you can see, you can create custom candidates, so I have made some of those, and I made one here. But that is what that is, and that's what that is. So we're going to choose Joe Biden to run with because, you know, that's what's actually happening in real life. The thing with this, though, is he has really low stamina, like the lowest stamina you can have on here. So, and we're going to choose Donald Trump to run against, but let's just see. Is there any... I can't remember. Who's Dan Crenshaw? I don't know who that is. So, yeah. And when you choose a custom candidate, like when you push create, we're not going to do this, but like you choose all this stuff, what their ideology is going to be, what their home state is. So it's really actually fun to create your own candidate. But we're going to go against Trump this time. And just like IRL, but the reason why this is going to be hard because we have such low stamina, Donald Trump's going to be able to get a lot more done than us. Okay, so his home state is New York. That's why there's one already in New York. So let's see. He built a base in California and Georgia. I think I should have enough stamina to build 2 bases. I'm going to do Georgia and California just because it's going to be, if it's realistic at all, it's going to be hard for us to lose New York. However, I've noticed that some of the patches for this game, it's like gone through phases where it's been, I feel like, really unrealistic, but we'll see what this looks like. So he built a base in Michigan and Florida. We're going to, do I want to do that? I think we're going to go to Florida, and we're going to build a base in Florida because that's 29 votes. And then we're going to go to Louisiana. And we want ideology points. We really need these since the game's shorter, I think. I normally don't play the game at this short of a thing, so I'm trying to... Let's see. The gun thing's going to increase enthusiasm for him as well, so we don't want that. Getting things done in Washington, that's going to bump it up for everyone. This is going to do enthusiasm plus an issue stance in each state. That's going to help us, I feel like, more. So that one's just going to help us among Democrats. We might end up going with that, but with this being a shorter game, I don't know if we'll get to that part. But we definitely want... I do want to do this one at some point, because this one does affect Democrats, Republicans, and Independents. Does either of them do it by more than 1 point? Okay, this one it looks like does it the most. So we'll endorse reducing the wealth gap, because that's definitely going to be the biggest there. And as you can see, that made a lot of these southern states toss-ups. According to them, it's getting like close in polling. It's not actually toss-ups. As you can see here, Trump is still ahead in most of these. For some reason, Biden's ahead in Kentucky and Missouri. It would be a cold day in hell before Biden would be up in Kentucky, but Trump would be up in Indiana. Guaranteed, almost no matter what the scenario is, if the Democrat is up in Kentucky, they're like probably in a landslide in Indiana. Like, that's just, I don't know. We won't go too deep into that though. With the enthusiasm and stuff, I don't know if we're gonna need to visit New York or anything even. We can't build a base anywhere unless we build one in Louisiana. We do have enough stamina for that. Maybe we should just visit some places and get our enthusiasm up in different places. We definitely don't want to lose Michigan, and he has a base there. If we can't build a base, we might as well visit at least. We want to win Ohio. We want to keep New York. Probably Arizona. Now, also another thing with this game is they don't have congressional districts, so as you can see, Biden is right now projected to win Nebraska in this. But the reason why I think that is, and it happens every time I play this game where it's pretty easy to flip Nebraska for the Democrats, is because of the 2nd district of Nebraska goes to them pretty easily in real life. Not pretty easily, I guess, but like, it's a lot more realistic for Nebraska's 2nd district to go than Kansas in real life to the Democrats. So I think that's why the game does that. I'm not sure. I think it would be a lot more beneficial if they actually did the congressional district for Nebraska and Maine. I'm not sure how they would do that, though. Oh, can we do any more of these? I don't think so. Well, we could these two. Yeah, both of them would increase his enthusiasm, though. These didn't used to increase their enthusiasm. I know the universal healthcare didn't used to, but obviously, as you can see, it does now. It does increase both of our enthusiasm, but it does make it something that the Republicans want more a little bit if we do, by 3%, which isn't very much, but I don't know. So it does help us overall, but at the same time it helps him some too, and I don't want to do anything like that. Okay. How close is Texas in this? Not really close, okay. Okay, so he's building a base in Texas and Ohio. I'm not going to worry about Texas. I think the 2 places I'm going to build a base in is... How are we doing in Virginia right now? Maybe Ohio and North Carolina is where we're going to build bases at. Because I think we have a shot at Ohio in this game anyways. And I think we have a shot at North Carolina. It's going to be harder for him to take away Michigan. I'm not going to forget about it. I will go there. But, I hope anyways. Well, we definitely want that. Yeah, we need some ideology points. Oh, thank you. That was a good. Okay, we're gonna go for the addressing the climate. And then we'll get things done in Washington. We'll go for that too. So, wow. Not very realistic. I know there's gonna be some people that might have even already clicked away just seeing all the South flip blue. But something I've noticed in this game, and it's something you probably don't notice in real life, because towards the beginning of the election cycle, there isn't as much polling, and in real life, the states are so bipartisan, this wouldn't happen. But, you know, 60, 70 years ago, things like this was a lot more realistic, or even 30 or 40 years ago, in like the 80s, or the 70s, or whatever. Where, towards the beginning of the election cycle, when polling wasn't happening, I mean, things like this could have happened when one candidate really went for something that everyone really wanted. But as you see here in Tennessee, for example, Trump doesn't have any enthusiasm really in Tennessee. So basically, if he visits Tennessee almost at all, then he's going to win it back. The only reason why we're winning a lot of these states is because he hasn't visited them at all and he hasn't gotten any enthusiasm up there. But all he has to do is do that and he's probably going to win them. So, where do we want to build a base at? Where did he build a base at? I don't see him having built a base, really. Okay, so, I mean, I don't want to lose New York, but I don't think I'm going to at this point. And it's not really an emergency for us to go to Michigan because our enthusiasm's still up high enough there. I don't want to lose Virginia, and that is a possibility, I feel like, to lose it. But we kind of have a chance of winning Texas at this point. So let's go to Texas, build a base in Texas. And then we can't really do much else, so maybe we'll visit some places. I don't think we're going to win these long term. Now, West Virginia used to only vote for the Democrats until in the 90s it kind of switched. So in real life, I don't know how realistic that would be, but I don't know. I seen a thing that there's still a lot of registered Democrats there because of, you know, only like 20 years ago they voted for the Democrats. Do we want to go to Alaska? I mean, all we have to do is visit it probably, and it'll be a lot more likely for us to win Alaska. Okay, let's see what we're going to do this next round. That's to get ideology points. I don't know if... Okay, he rallied in Missouri, got some ideology points, and went to Ohio, but he hasn't used any ideology points yet. So what ideology points do we need now? Returning civility to politics. I feel like that's going to be an important one to go for. So really, returning civility to politics and the social justice thing might be the only two things that we have to put our input in on. It feels weird visiting Idaho, because Idaho is not going to go to the Democrats, obviously. That one's going to only help independents, and that one's only going to help Democrats. If we do this, though, we can see what kind of branches off from it. Are we going to go for any of these? So the only thing that's going to only help us and not help him at all is the abortion rights one, but I'm much more willing to go for this returning civility to politics because it would help us with independence, and by 3 points, whereas the abortion rights is only going to help us by 1 point. So I think that's what we'll go for next. Did he build any bases? I don't see any. He built one in North Carolina at some point. I think I missed that. Okay, I don't want to lose Illinois either. It's kind of easy to lose Illinois if you don't visit it at all. We do have enough to go somewhere and build a base, though. Let's go ahead and build a base in Michigan, because really, if he uses any ideology points, that could flip pretty easily. So let's go ahead and start getting our enthusiasm up there. We could buy a cheerleader, which raises your enthusiasm. Intimidator lowers their enthusiasm. Fixer gets rid of something that they've bought. Spin Doctor increases your ratings on stance on an issue in a state, and Smear Merchant decreases theirs in a state. I mean, we can't really do anything this round, so let's skip to the next round. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. Get some points. Okay, yeah, so we just need 1 more point, and then we've gotten enough. I can't believe that he hasn't, that's sad that he had to build a base in North Dakota. I'm not sure why he built a base in North Dakota, though. At this point, we've kind of, I don't know, I don't want to sound too cocky because he hasn't spent any ideology points yet, and this could go south really fast. So let's see what, we could do. Let's go to Texas. We can't rally there, but we can place an ad, which is going to cost money every week, so I don't really want to do this in other states, but funding NASA is good, but he's already done that. He's already went for that. I think we'll go for funding NASA, and maybe at some point we'll come back here and have a rally saying that he doesn't support funding NASA, and it'll lower his. And maybe we can rally for stopping the coronavirus there or something, I don't know. Yeah, ideology points. Yeah, we just need 1 more, but... So we'll endorse returning civility to politics. And, I mean, we could go for abortion rights, but I don't think we will unless we really get behind at some point or something. So as you can see, most of these are light blue, which means they're leaning to the Democrats, I guess, kind of. It's still possible for them to be flipped, but California is pretty set in stone now, and Delaware is pretty set in stone. They most likely won't change. It would take a lot for them to change. Let's go ahead and go to Texas and do a rally. Yeah, now that's a battleground state. It just turned purple. The danger of doing this is that he could, let's do that because we already placed an ad for the other. Is now that it's purple, he's going to focus on it more and really hammer Texas into the ground, I feel like, and we're not going to be able to win it now. But we'll see. I'm going to visit Montana because we have a decent shot there right now. The game says we have a decent shot at Idaho. I mean, in a scenario, let's say that a map like this actually happened, because in the 80s it happened in the opposite way almost. So let's say a map like this happened in real life now somehow. I don't know how it would happen, but let's just say it happens. I mean, I guess if Montana is that close by 1 point, maybe Idaho could be single-digit points too. But I just can't see Idaho being closer than Utah. I don't know. Because in my mind anyways, Nebraska's 3rd district is the most conservative in the country, then Wyoming, and then West Virginia, and then Idaho. Right? I don't know. Anyways, where else do we want to visit? He's trying for Illinois, so let's go ahead and go to Illinois because he's done a rally or a campaign or something there, and they're talking about him. So we don't want that to happen. Missouri, I'm not too concerned about losing, really, but I'm just in shock. I've never been this far ahead this early in the game like this. Let's kind of see what he does here. Okay, he went for protecting the borders, so now some of the South will... Oh, Georgia didn't like that. Georgia's set in stone for us now, and North Carolina's set in stone for us too. Interesting. I don't know if that's how they are in real life about protecting the border or not, but... I guess we could go here and get some operatives, hopefully. 2 random operatives. Okay, what did we get? Intimidator? I think it's best to go somewhere that he doesn't have a base in yet. So, what is Pennsylvania right now? Well, Missouri he has a decent enthusiasm in right now. So let's go ahead and go there and lower that. What's his enthusiasm like in these other places? It's kind of high in Alabama. I don't think we're going to win Alabama, though. I really want to win Virginia. Well, maybe we could put that in Illinois. Let's just do that for now, and then we can change it later. Where do we want to build a base at, or do we want to build any more bases? We're doing decent, really, across the board. Let's go to Texas again, I guess, then, and rally for funding NASA. Okay, and then we can visit some places. I really do want to go to New York because I don't want to end up losing New York. I don't want to end up losing Ohio, really, either. That would be sad if Ohio voted for Trump, but Alabama voted for Biden, you know? So let's not have that happen. And maybe Missouri is the last one? Okay. Yeah, let's see what happens now. We can go on an interview thing. Okay, we'll have to pay attention to what he did afterwards because we won't be able to see what he's doing right now. Members of the media, such as myself, are... Tackle is just awful, but we are... How would your administration treat the past, basically? What does this say? There isn't a problem with all media, just the media chooses to ignore facts that are uncomfortable to them. Maybe that one. I treat you with a lot more professionalism than the current administration. That's nice of you to say. I don't know if I'd return the favor. Okay, they liked that we would treat them carefully, kind of. How much money have you collected from donors? Did you give them sexy promises, basically, is what it says. I've made no promises. They give it to you because they like you. Wow, I know so little about money. Donors don't pay for access. It's something I make clear to all my donors. They're not paying for access or favors, and they accept that. Okay, so people kind of liked that, but we didn't, like, blow it out of the water either. He's trying for Mississippi. That's interesting. I seen a poll out of Mississippi in real life that was like, because Mississippi was thought to be around like a 10-point margin for Trump, but it showed at like over 20 points or something, which, I mean, obviously Trump's going to win Mississippi anyways, but it was interesting. I was like, wow. Okay, anyways, has he built a base anywhere? I mean, no, he's went for Mississippi, but I guess we need to keep the country unified and, like, really make sure that we have support across the country, right? So let's go ahead, visit and get our enthusiasm up a little on those two, and we are technically in the lead in both of them. I think if they're gray and you're technically in the lead, it just automatically goes to you, I think. I don't know exactly, or maybe it goes for what they normally vote for or something, I'm not sure. Oh wow, Texas just locked in as blue. What's the percentage right now? 49 to 44? Well, it's still 7% undecided. It's still possible for us to lose it. So let's go for, I guess, stopping the coronavirus. Oh yeah, wow. Now we have a 8-point margin of victory in Texas currently. Okay, and then we'll visit. I mean, I don't think we're going to win these states, but I just want to visit them because, I don't know, so much can happen if candidates visited all 50, not literally every 50 state maybe, I don't know, but like, visit more states than just ones that are considered competitive. Okay, Texas is tied again now, yeah. See, all he had to spend was some ideology points. I didn't realize we had enough to go for abortion rights now. Okay, well let's do that, that'll help some. Okay, Michigan locked in for us, that's good. Let's go ahead and, I don't even know if this is going to help. Let's put both of our intimidators in Texas. Maybe both of them combined will negate him having the town hall thing here. And let's have a rally for stopping the coronavirus again. We're ahead by a point now. Let's go ahead and visit Kansas, Tennessee, Indiana, and Kentucky. Okay, now we have to choose our running mate. One of the best running mates to have on here is Al Gore, like stat-wise. So that's what I normally choose when I play, just like for fun. But we'll make it realistic and we'll choose Kamala Harris. What's her stats like? Oh, her stats is pretty good too. Maybe I should start using her some too. Who's that? Is that Trump? Good. Oh, yeah, that was Trump. He visited New York and it's locked in for us, and then he visited Michigan. Okay, you go ahead and waste your points on states that you can't win. Oh, now they're ahead in Texas. Okay, well that just can't do. We're gonna actually run an ad that the opponent opposes NASA. Oh, Louisiana just locked in for us. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, he built a base in Virginia and we can't have that. So we're gonna go to Virginia and build a base. And Tennessee's a decent amount of votes. We might go to Tennessee and build a base since we have Georgia and stuff locked down already. It'd be interesting Tennessee voting for us, but Missouri voting for him. But that may be just what happens. Okay, he did able to flip Georgia out of the safe column for us and back into... Oh, all we had to do is visit it and get our enthusiasm up. But that tells me that we need a 20-point lead in enthusiasm to be winning here. So let's go ahead and let's rally for saving the bees, because normally that's something that really helps in Georgia. Because normally he hasn't gone for that at all. Now watch, he has this time. Because we don't want to go for something he's already really like highly approved of there, because it'll make the issue more important. And if he's more approved of it there than us, then it's going to hurt us more in the end. So he's probably going to win West Virginia now that he built a base there, because I'm not going to target West Virginia too heavily. Okay, I don't think these intimidators are really working there. So let's go ahead and put one in Mississippi and put one in Missouri. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I don't know. Maybe put this one in Kentucky, because I would rather kind of keep these states together and have Kentucky. If Tennessee is going to vote for us, I don't know if they will, but if they do vote for us, I would rather have Kentucky stay that way too. Okay, I think we might have lost Texas. Oh, you son of a bitch. This would never happen in real life, though, where Oklahoma would vote for the Democrat and Texas would vote for the Republican. I don't see that happening. Texas is farther to the left than Oklahoma, for sure. I don't want him to have the edge here, really. So let's go ahead and do the Corona thing again there. Visit Kansas. Visit Kentucky. Visit Indiana. I might let Texas go. I don't know. I mean, we do have 6 weeks left. Let's go ahead and buy a spin doctor. And I'm going to take this and move it to... Oh wow, we're winning Alaska right now. I wasn't even paying attention. Move the spin doctor to Hawaii. And hopefully he won't notice that it's even there. And then on the last turn, we can swoop it into a state we really want to win. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Ohio. No, the spin doctor needs to stay in Hawaii. I don't want the spin doctor to move. I want us to move. Okay. When I first started playing the game, I did stuff like that all the time. Okay. Returning civility to politics, they seem to be okay with in Ohio, especially independence. Let's make it a more important issue there. And let's really go for returning civility to politics. Let's put us up by a point. Okay, let's visit Alabama. Visit Mississippi. Visit Kentucky and Kansas. Okay. We can appear on the Good Day show? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Young people these days don't seem to be grateful for everything we've done for them. What do you think? Should they be more grateful? They're not wrong. America has let young people down. Let's go ahead and pick them. But they can at least show us more respect, certainly. What does this say? Young people will respect us when we do things worthy of their respect. That's the problem. We value different things than young people. Of course, everyone should treat each other with respect. Children don't really need to talk to me anymore. What? Oh, children don't talk to me anymore. I got it. I misread that. Okay, people seem to like that. One of our viewers wrote in and asked us if you would be in favor of raising the minimum wage. Raising the minimum wage. So basically all of these are no, except for the bottom one, right? Absolutely I would. But why? Aren't most minimum wage jobs meant for teenagers? Many people from all walks of life have minimum wage jobs. They're working hard and still need help. Oh wow, people really liked that. Fascinating. Alright folks, coming up next, whatever. Let's see how that helped us. Voters pleased with showing. Okay. So they really liked that. It made Tennessee a battleground state this time. Okay, let's see. Oh wow, we are really low on money. Oh, actually, that probably means we're spending as much on ads as we're getting in from our bases, so we need more bases. Okay, we'll build another one in Indiana, maybe? Or maybe actually we will upgrade our base in Ohio. And visit Indiana and stay there. We're gonna lose money, aren't we? Yeah, we went into the negative and it made us lose some enthusiasm nationwide. It doesn't look like it flipped any states really though. South Carolina is most likely at this projection going to go for us. Okay, where do we want to go for? Let's go to Ohio. What is currently going on there? They really like the returning civility to politics that we're going for. Let's go ahead and go for that again there, and it'll raise it as being more important if someone's like speaking about it like that there. Okay, yeah. Now we're doing better in Ohio. Some of your cookies sound great. Let's get some more operatives. None of these are operatives that I really want though. What is this? A cheerleader? Yeah, let's raise our enthusiasm in Indiana also. Because I live in Indiana, so I want to win Indiana. And then where could we visit? Well, we're in Michigan, and we do need more money, so let's go ahead and fundraise. We got a decent amount from Michigan. Because if I go to the money map here, it shows you which states have the most money to fundraise from. And Michigan's not very high, so that's actually a really good amount for Michigan. Okay, let's go to the next turn. Okay, yeah, some of these things, some of his base is lining back up with him. Okay. Indiana's a battleground state now. But we do have things there to raise our enthusiasm, so it will be very hard for him to win there. Okay, let's go ahead and see Smear Merchant. And it's sitting in Michigan right now. We'll move it over to, I don't want to go somewhere that to New Mexico. Let's go to California, fundraise, get lots of money, go to Louisiana, and build a base, because he's built a base there, and right now we've had Louisiana locked down, and I don't want to lose it. So, and then let's go to, I don't know. Let's go for Indiana, because in real life it's voted for Democrats somewhat recently, so I feel like it's a little more realistic for Indiana to vote for Joe Biden than Alabama. Okay, next round. Okay, yeah, he's gotten rid of one of our intimidators, I think, in Kentucky. We are ahead by 2 points in Indiana. Oh, I don't know. I mean, we could rally in Indiana. It does have a decent amount of votes. Oh, actually, we're about to lose Colorado. I wasn't even paying attention to that state for some reason. Let's go ahead and build a base here. And then we can... maybe let's go to... What's the money situation look like? We could run fundraise from New York. They have a lot of money for us right now. Okay, and then what state was I thinking about visiting? Maybe Nebraska? Let's go to Nebraska. Okay, we have 2 weeks left of the election. Let's go ahead and buy a spin doctor. Put them in Washington, probably, because he'll probably ignore it if it's there too. Next round. Okay, we're definitely going there. I don't need intimidators. So I guess we'll get some cash. Yeah, he's just gotten rid of some of our stuff. Okay, well I'm gonna buy a fixer to get rid of some of his stuff at the end. He has a lot of stuff he's paid for. We can only buy one per round, but somehow it seems like the computer here always buys as many as they want. Okay, I mean, I guess we could just visit some places and get our enthusiasm up more. Anywhere our enthusiasm could get improved, though, I guess I should say. I want to end the turn in California. That way we can fundraise next round. If we need, which we probably will. Okay, yeah, that last week is gonna really hurt our campaign. Let's see what we can get out of this question mark. I don't know. I'd like some operatives, 2 random operatives. Please be good. Okay, well at least one of them was. Let's see if we put one in Texas, what happens. Do we even have a chance of winning Texas at all? Probably not. Okay, well what's our route poll look like in Indiana? Right now we're leading by 3 points in Indiana, so we'll most likely get it. Ohio we're leading by 3 points, we'll most likely get Ohio. Wisconsin we're leading by 3 points. I think we'll get Wisconsin. Nebraska we're leading by a point. We're more likely to get it than not. Colorado we're leading by a point, we're more likely than not. Alabama we're losing by 2 points. Georgia we're losing by a point. So let's go ahead and move this out of Texas and into Georgia. Okay. And then where does he have stuff at? Well, the one in Iowa is not really going to affect, so let's go ahead and get rid of his operative he has in Georgia then. And we might be able to move this one out into, like, Ohio or something. Well, maybe Alabama. We're already likely to win Ohio. It's possible that we could lose Georgia now, but it's not very likely. We're more likely than not to win in Alabama and Missouri and Indiana, and Wisconsin, and Colorado, and Nebraska. The only state that's toss-up right now that he has a chance of winning, the more chance than not, is Arkansas. So let's send this to Arkansas. And now we have a more chance than not of winning there. Okay, oh, and then we have one in Washington here, too. I mean, I do live here, and I really want to win Indiana, so let's just send it to Indiana, because I think we will win the others anyways. I mean, we're definitely going to win the election. I can almost certainly say that. Okay. Oh, and we can still visit places, too. We still have some stamina left. We're in Missouri right now. Well, let's just see. If we go to Texas and we do stopping the coronavirus thing. And then maybe visit there, and then go back. And then we could visit Missouri again. Oh, I should have visited Wisconsin. Oh well. Or Colorado. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Let's see if we take the one out of Alabama and move it into Texas. And then we take the one out of Arkansas and move it into Texas. Okay, now we're more likely than not to win Texas. And he'll probably win Alabama, and he'll probably win Arkansas, but I'm fine with that, honestly. I would rather win Texas. And if we move the one out of Indiana and moved it there, we're still probably going to win Indiana. I'm going to be mad if we lose Indiana, though. Okay, let's just go for it, because this video is probably pretty long at this point. Okay, Maine, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, Connecticut, Vermont. That was in New Hampshire earlier. I'm not going to read the states anymore. It's going too fast. Virginia. Okay, good, good. First Trump state of the night. Okay, we got Georgia. I mean, obviously we're winning the election. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be this much of a landslide. I thought it was going to be a little more realistic than this. But, here we are. Like, he has like a, I think, Biden has like a 5 out of 100%, or 5 out of 100 chance of winning Indiana. So he's not very likely. And Trump won Nebraska's 2nd district. I mean, I know they don't have the district thing, but I don't know. It's just interesting. Huh, well, that's way more votes than Biden's projected to even win at his best case scenario by in real life. It says Biden has won the day in the presidency with a strong showing in both popular vote and electoral college. One of the deciding factors in Biden's victory was the use of ideological points, which he used more extensively than Trump. Biden spent less money than Trump, which goes to show you don't have to buy your victory. Let's see the exit polls that'll show the popular vote. So we got about 18 million more votes than him. He got 70 votes and we got 468. Okay, and then let's scroll out and go to the map. Now, I don't think this would happen in the game if we did like an AI simulation of like what it is simulating between these two candidates kind of thing, which they do have in this game. So that'd be interesting to check out maybe, but I don't know, this is already pretty different than my normal videos. Iowa, okay, 5-point lead for Biden, 5-point in Indiana. Oh, 9-point win in Texas. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, California, I think he's going to win by more than that, actually, but very interesting for sure. Oh, wow. Kentucky ended up going by 9 points. At one point, we had a lead there. In Tennessee, we won by 11 points? No. See, some of this stuff is just like, what are you talking about? This game is a lot more realistic if you play the full 52-week thing. There's parts of it where it looks like it's going to be unrealistic, but in the end, the final map at the end of the 52-week thing is a lot more realistic than this. I mean, unless you're a Democrat and you just target Texas and that's the only state you visit the entire time, then maybe you would win Texas but lose all the other states, and that would be unrealistic, but like, I don't know. I guess you kind of control how realistic it looks too by what states you go for. Anyways, that's what this video is, and that is what my results were, so go me. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed it, let me know down below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good week.